Let's talk New York City. The price of a pizza slice and a single subway ride has remained roughly equal for over 50 years. Economists call this the pizza principle. You might find it shocking to learn that the Empire State Building is struck by lightning around 23 times a year. Did you know that cowboys used to patrol the west side of Manhattan? Their job was to wrangle people away from freight trains to avoid accidents. As safety measures got better, they were phased out by 1941. There's a baby born in New York City every 4.4 minutes. Albert Einstein's brain and eyeballs are kept in a safe box in New York City. The entire world's population could fit in the state of Texas if it was as densely populated as New York City. The Mayor's Office of Technology and Innovation is making efforts to turn New York City into an even smarter city. The goal is to conserve energy and water while reducing the environmental impact of New York City. They're addressing issues such as lighting efficiency, water and air quality, and waste management. Hit follow for more videos on how different cities are using technology to become more intelligent. Let's talk Chattanooga. Chattanooga is the birthplace of the miniature golf course. Tom Thumb Golf was established in 1927. At various places in the city, there are doors and windows that lead to nowhere. One theory is that the city streets were raised in the 19th century after heavy flooding. Chattanooga is known for the 1941 gold record, the Chattanooga Choo Choo, by Glenn Miller and his orchestra.
Chattanooga Choo Choo, run it down again.
Chattanooga is the only American city to have its own typeface. It's called Chat Type and it looks like this. In 1973, a local resident built a home that looks just like a UFO. How's that for a hard-hitting fact? Recently, Rekor Systems was selected for a pilot analytics project for Chattanooga's Smart Corridor Plus initiative. Chattanooga will combine Rekor sensors with their own traffic camera network to obtain real-time data about vehicles using the Smart Corridor, capturing anonymized data such as smog scores, vehicle counts, and the use of electric vehicles. Hit follow for more videos on how different cities are using technology to become smarter. Let's talk Washington, D.C. Two American presidents kept alligators at the White House, Herbert Hoover and John Quincy Adams. There's a crypt under the Capitol building that was made for George Washington. He was actually buried at Mount Vernon, but the crypt is still there. Washington, D.C. gets more rain than Seattle. Among the gargoyle statues in the National Cathedral, you'll find the helmet of Darth Vader. Washington, D.C. used to be covered by an ocean. You can still find the fossils in this area to prove it. The Washington Monument is accidentally two different colors. Funding ran out halfway through the project, and when it picked back up again, the builders used stones from a different source. Oops. Smarter DC is a collection of smart city initiatives by the DC government. One major goal is to reduce all fatalities and serious injuries to travelers in the DC area through effective use of technology by 2024. Hit follow for more videos on how different cities are using technology to become smarter. Let's talk Denver. The first permanent structure ever built in Denver was a saloon. Denver has been nicknamed the baby boomer capital of America, having a higher concentration of baby boomers than anywhere else in the country. Colfax Avenue is the longest continuous street in America at over 26 miles long. Golf balls travel 10% further in Denver than they would at sea level, and the altitude also makes it easier to feel the effects of alcoholic beverages, with drinks being 1.5 to 3 times more potent in Denver. In Denver, it's not legal to lend your vacuum cleaner to a neighbor, and Denver's blue sky is actually bluer than other places. At its elevation, there's less water vapor, making for a more brilliant blue color. Denver's also making strides into becoming a smart city. Denver Smart City is a program compiling real-time data on the environment, weather, transportation, and more. Hit follow for more videos on how different cities are using technology to become smarter.